and she is thirsty. Like, she needs some water or something because she is thirsting for Jack, right? So they take this long walk, and she's like, oh. Mastermind family, welcome back to the show. I am your host JoJo, and today's Manga Monday review where we cover mangas, comics, webtoons. And today's Manga Monday review is going to cover Dark Days. So let's start the show. So let's get into the story, guys. So it all starts off with this guy named Jack, right? Apparently he is struggling to face his demons or something because something was calling to him saying, "Why are you asleep? Why are you asleep? Wake up!" And then all of a sudden he hits his head, and I'm like, okay, was that a dream or a bad nightmare? Like, first of all, who has dreams in the middle of the day? I don't know. Well, anyway, so Jack is in this pickup truck, and he's getting dropped off by this old guy off to his hometown, right? And guess who he goes to go see? He goes sees his dear old friend named Red, and she is pissed. She's like, don't show up like everything's all good. Fool, you didn't even write, call, text, Snapchat, nothing. And it's been 2 years, 2 whole years. And Jack was like, yo, chill. I'm sorry I forgot to write to you, but you're the first person that I wanted to talk to since I got back. And she was like, oh my gosh, wait, you don't know. And I'm like, wait, what does he not know? And Jack was like, what are you talking about? Like, just tell me. And she just showed him. She didn't even show him. Jack ran off to his parents' house. His parents' house got burnt to a crisp. She said it was one hot summer. And we all know how places like Texas, Saudi Arabia, places like that, even Africa, hot. It was that hot that it caught the whole house on fire. So he starts crying. He's like, man. And we know Jack at this point is officially homeless. But Red was like, you can stay with me. You always have a place to stay with me. But I think she has a thing for him because obviously she was just pissed and a couple of frames and pages ago, but now she's like, you can stay with me, almost like she's hitting on him or something, right? But anyway, so that's just interesting. I'm just curious to see what the relationship is, right? So Jack is staying in this room and goes to sleep. Well, before he goes to sleep, I guess the same episode that he was having in that truck appears again. And he's like, no, not again. And so this demon's like trying to take over him or something. And then as he was like knocked out, some shadow being stands in front of him. I'm like, what kind of story is this? But it's so interesting that I'm gonna have to keep reading it. And so, Jack wakes up the next day, half naked, and Red is like blushing. She's like, can you please put on some clothes? Again, she's like fantasizing, because she's seen him naked and stuff like that. But Jack reveals to Red that he has an older brother or a brother, and his folks lied about it to him. And I'm like, man, that's so crazy. Why would his folks lie about that, right? So anyway, so she's like, enough about that. Obviously she didn't care enough to even want to hear the rest. She's like, let's go grab some fresh air, take a walk. And, she, puts on this jacket and it's like 120 degrees. And he's like, are you sure it's not too hot to be wearing that? She's like, it's fine. And so she steps outside and, they both step outside and she starts rubbing on him. I'm like, man, she is thirsty. Like, she needs some water or something because she is thirsting for Jack, right? So they take this long walk and she's like, oh, and Jack is like, yo, who is that? Is he new? And she's like, oh no, that's Max, fool. And so she runs up and say, hey, Max is supposed to be her brother. And so I was like, oh, okay, this is his brother. And then the demon was like, Max. And then all of a sudden, Max has this huge headache or whatever. And I'm like, yo, what is going on with this? Like something is not right. He must know the truth or something, because this just doesn't add up, right? And even the guy that's supposedly called Max, grabs his shoulder, right? And so they head inside to Red's house. And the guy, Max, said, "Here, Red, here's some money. Go grab us some sandwiches." So she goes and grabs sandwiches. And Jack picks up this picture. And I see this picture. It's like the picture of three. It's like Max, Red, and Jack. And I'm like, man, this is like so familiar to like, it has like, you know, elements of like Full Metal Alchemist just by like the way it's starting to look, right? And so Jack is like, "You're not even her brother. You don't even look like him. Like, how did she get fooled by you? You have a tattoo." And he said, "Man, this chick must be crazy." So they start, all of a sudden, this dude transforms into this demon and blasts Jack. I mean, shoots him. I mean, dead. I'm like, yo, what? I mean, shoots him. I'm like, it's over already? And Red comes in and she sees the blood. She's like, "Oh my God, what happened?" He said, "Sorry, sweetheart, you know, I'm not even your brother. I just have his memories, but I feel his pain." And he pulls out this gun and he's about to shoot her. And then all of a sudden, Jack stands up. He said, "Man, you can't kill me, sucker." And, you know, they start decking it out. And, like, he starts getting this armor on pieces of his body. I was like, man, this is starting to look like Greed from, like, Full Metal Alchemist. And I was like, I knew there was, like, a reminiscence of something like that. And they start fighting and fighting and fighting. And man, you won't even believe what happens next. Based off of like some of the story elements from like the three parties and just the story build up, it reminds me of two different mangas and animes. One is being X and the other is being Full Metal Alchemist. Now the reason why for Full Metal Alchemist is obviously because they both have like this human shield, you know, that Greed had, right? And then second for X is because those two guys were called Kawaii and they were both connected. You know, one was dark, one was good. So I think there's like going to be some type of twist like that. And, you know, I just have a feeling that, you know, somebody's brother or relation is going to have some type of twist to that. So anyway, we like that, right? Now, there's some things that we think are kind of okay, and it's the drawing style. Like, the drawing style is okay. It's not my favorite, but I think the story is solid. It has, like, really, really good potential. It's caught my interest. And I think areas that this artist should be aware of is just kind of, you know, maybe instead of all the talking and explaining like frame by frame by frame by frame, you know, kind of just like focus more on the illustration and just kind of let the illustrations tell more of the story instead of the words and just things of that nature. But overall, I think they have something pretty solid and pretty decent. I think it's worth reading and worth checking out. So Mastermind family, we're going to leave like links in the description for you guys to go check this thing out. Again, that's Dark Days. And if you like what Mastermind family is doing, feel free to leave us a like, subscribe to the channel, and, you know, share this video with anyone that you think might, you know, could use a review, an honest review over, you know, their manga, webtoon, or comic. And, you know, honestly, guys, keep creating, you know, because you never know who is looking at it, right? So anyways, Mastermind family, we're going to sign out. You know, feel free to check out albums that we release. You know, be on the lookout for new mangas that we're getting ready to release as well. I mean, we're a media entertainment company, but we're also here for the people. And we'll see you guys on the next episode.